Good morning. You are tuned into Coffee and Donuts with Miss T.
And Lexus.
Today is Friday, March 8th, 2022. It is at the top of the hour. It is now 6 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Lexus, have you had your coffee this morning?
Yes, I've had my coffee and my donut.
We all know that the early bird catches the worm when?
Always.
Always. Lexus, let's go ahead and say a prayer. And I have a few announcements, and then we're going to welcome our guests into the room.
Lord, we thank you for this Friday morning. We thank you for life, for health, and for strength. Lord, we thank you for just allowing us to just make it to the end of our work week, Lord. We're asking you right now to touch our listeners, bless them in a very special way. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen, amen, amen again. Okay, just a few announcements. If you want us to give your channel a shout out, or if you want us to wish someone a happy birthday or happy anniversary, or if you have something special coming up on your channel and you want us to make an announcement, go over to Instagram and DM us at W.T.F with the family tables or on Lexus Ice ASMR. Um, Every Wednesday is Viewer's Choice topic. If you have a topic that you want us to discuss and you want to come up on the panel and give your point of view, send us the topic on Instagram or leave the topic in the comment section under this video. Each Friday, we will highlight a different YouTube channel. And I'm so glad to see everyone in these YouTube streets supporting smaller channels now. I'm so glad to see that. Okay. So we're going to continue to be on our journey to complete our mission and to help, and which WTF is considered a small YouTube channel as well. But like I always say, even in my personal life outside of YouTube, anything that I can do to help anyone meet their milestones, I'm going to do that. So we're going to continue to help those channels that haven't reached the 500 subscriber count. We're going to help them reach that milestone. So on today, y'all, come on. Our co-host, Lexus Ice ASMR, needs our help. She needs our support to get to that 500 milestone. She hit it one time, but you know, whenever you subscribe to someone's channel, you have to watch their videos. You have to watch their videos so that you have to watch their videos so the sub will stick. You have to watch the video, so don't just hit the subscribe button. Y'all have to watch the video. So on today, until next Friday, we're gonna highlight her channel. So we can go ahead and get her past that. What is going on? I don't know if she's having technical difficulties or what.
I'm here.
What's going on over there, Lexus Ice?
I'm here. I had to change devices. I'm here.
So is everything okay and settled now?
Everything is fine.
Oh, okay. So let me go ahead and welcome our guests into the room. All 500 of you. Good morning.
Oh yes, it's Friday.
Happy Friday. Today it's just we don't have a specific topic. It's been a long work week for some people. And, a lot of times you don't want to talk about the heavy things, all the time. So it's just a light, fun day today. We're going to try to laugh some. So I'm going to go ahead and welcome our guests in as they're on their way to work, getting the kids ready for school, at work already, or just turning over, like I said, from your left to your right side to take the pressure off, or from your right to the left side. Whatever you're doing, or making it quick bathroom break, and you want to tune in for a few minutes, leave the phone on the bedside table and just listen in. All of that is fine. We don't mind. We don't mind at all. Good morning to official Jamia. Good morning to William the Unknown Shout Out. Good morning, Love to Travel with Wade. Good morning, Mary's Life Journey. Good morning, Miss Starr. Miss Starr says, happy Friday, everyone. Good morning, daughters and friends. Have a blessed day and weekend in Jesus' name. Okay. Vibes with Daddy Love. Good morning. Good morning, MLW Fishing Man. Okay. And to our guests we have in the bushes, we love you. Good morning and welcome to you too. And I understand you can't be in the chat all the time. That is fine. That's fine because I'm in the bushes all the time on channels sometimes.
Me
Okay.
too.
So, Lexus Ice,
Yes.
you want to give us a recap of the late night on your channel last night?
Oh, yes. So last night was a very interesting late night discussion, and it came from yesterday. I was on social media and I saw where this teacher had taped a student's mouth with some clear tape. After she tapes the student's mouth, she takes a pen and draws a X, write an X on the tape. And this student had to sit in her classroom. She said she did that to curb down the excessive talking the student was doing. And that really bothered me because, number one, why do you have your filthy hands in this child's face?
Good morning. Wait,
Number,
let me welcome our guests in. Good
uh-huh,
morning, Emma Family Entertainment 7. Fridays are my off day. So is that TJ off got the day off or Netta got
good
the day off
morning.
today? Go ahead, Lex. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so that was my first thing. Why is your filthy hands in this child's face?
Yeah.
Number two, did you research to see that this child have allergies from adhesives, or did you check to see that this child have breathing problems to
Right.
tape this child's child's mouth? And like you were saying, Miss Tabor, you also read the article, and you said that she was a veteran teacher, and I was saying that what veteran teachers need to realize is that the stuff that they did 30 years ago, they cannot do it in 2022.
Oh no.
It's a
Good
different
morning,
set of
Annabelle
students,
TV. I didn't
different
see you.
parents.
Good morning, Annabelle.
Yeah, different set of students, different parents is not going to go. Well, the school district released a statement saying that a punishment was went against the school's policies, so disciplinary actions were given. So I'm thinking maybe the teacher got maybe 3 or 4 days of unpaid
Release.
leave, yeah, or something like that. But I think now, if I was the parent, the teacher would never be able to teach at the school again. I would go for the teacher's credentials or license, and I will possibly put a lawsuit in because that is wrong. That is okay. That's the reason that I have a phone for you to call me. That's the reason for parent teacher conferences. That's why they have a principal's office. If my child is talking that much and you are a veteran teacher and you can't control a middle schooler, then you don't need to be there anymore. And you definitely, don't need to take my child's mouth up. Now that's just my opinion.
Okay, when you first mentioned it to me, what was the first thing I asked you? Is the parent bailed out yet? Have
Yeah,
they out of jail yet?
exactly, exactly.
But after you sent me the article and I read it, um, the teacher said it was just a joke. It was all in fun. And
No,
she said it was all in fun and said that the child finished his work. He didn't talk the rest of the day. I'm sure he didn't because his mouth was taped shut.
exactly.
But I feel like that on this, and like Official Jamie said on the panel last night, if my child is disrupting the class so much as keeping you from teaching or whatever, and you don't have classroom management, and my child keeps you from instruction time, call me. You know how to reach out to me. Call me. Call me and let me know my child is disrupting. Let me come and take care of that. You don't tape a child's mouth shut, But also we need to teach our kids to be respectful to the teachers. And you go to school to sit there, get your education, and you don't give your teachers problems. But in case something does happen, the teacher, her first reaction should have been, okay, I can't teach. Go to the office and let them call your parents so I can, complete my instruction time. But the last thing is to take the child's mouth shut. That's the last thing. I think this Janetta. I don't think it was a joke. I think that was, she had to give a type of reason or something. You have to give a reason for what you did. So I just think that was the first thing she could think of, just to have a reason as to why she did it. You know, she couldn't stand there and like, I don't know why I did. She had to come up with something, a reason as to why.
Exactly.
She had to
And
get some
then
type
if it was
of
a joke, the child would not have taken it home.
right.
The child wouldn't have told it. If it was a joke, the child wouldn't even remember it enough to tell it. But so it couldn't have been a joke for the child to take it home, and I don't think it was a joke.
No,
It wasn't a joke.
I don't think it was a joke. I'm just saying she had to give a reason as to why. And if she's been in the classroom 30 years, this is not her first offense. It's just maybe the
Of
first
course.
that she's got caught with. And then for the school to say they've already dealt with her. You know, sometimes the school will cover up stuff too to keep it from getting in the public's eye.
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen that a whole lot. The
Oh
school
yeah.
cover up things too now. So on that note, like you said, and like I mentioned last night, say what you want to say, but and like we said the other day, teachers sometimes create little monsters right there in the classroom. You
They
know,
do.
I remember some things happening in the classroom when I was growing up. So you remember things, you remember how teachers treated you, you remember,
Mhm.
certain things happened in the classroom growing up, how the teacher treated certain people. That stuff don't get erased. You remember stuff like that, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Jeanette said I would have went to the school and take their mouth shut. Honey, listen, listen. When my child would have came home and told me she take my mouth shut, and I remember Brandon got into it with somebody at school, and by the time I got to school, the kids were gone or whatever. Lexus, do you remember what I did? I
What did
went to
she?
the parents' house,
Oh
so
yeah, you did.
you can
Mhm.
pretend and hide behind the school if you want to, but you got to go home.
You went to their house. You
Yeah,
said,
I
let
did.
me find this child's house,
I went
and
to
you
the
went up
house.
in
I
there,
want
girl.
head busting, but I want to get that matter straightened out, and I was gonna match that parent's energy. Whatever energy that parent had, I was gonna match the energy.
But her energy was so sweet, so sweet.
What you say?
Her energy was so sweet, though. I remember that.
Yeah, it was. But I didn't go there trying to head bust. I was just trying to, get the matter straightened out. That's all.
Mhm.
And like we were saying last night, an adult and a child, that's not on the that doesn't match. The child is, I say, innocent, as because you're supposed to respect the elders. Number one, you're supposed to be taught to respect your elders, respect your teachers. You know, so it's not even on a equal playing field. What could the child do once the teacher takes his mouth shut? What can you can't hit the teacher. What can you do but
I
just
know some would have took that
here?
tape off. Now I know some would have took that. They would have took that tape off. I trust me. I've came across some that tape wouldn't have been nothing. They would have removed that tape.
But
But I guess this child didn't.
and that is maybe that's gonna be a lasting effect on that child. And you best believe, I don't care what nobody say, okay, you done scarred my child for the rest of his life. You gonna feel your own wrath because you got to care more about your credentials and your retirement. You have to care about that more than me. So if you didn't care
Exactly.
nothing about it when you take my child's mouth shut, okay, we're gonna go all the way. You're gonna get fired. You ain't gonna be able to teach nowhere else. And when I get through this silver suit, honey, you gonna have to use your retirement to pay your lawyer fees and pay us some pain and suffering, embarrassment, therapy, all
Mhm.
of that.
And I've known some teachers that could not get their retirement because of situations. They had worked all those years, and there was some stuff was holding up their retirement because of their ways and actions. Their
Well,
ways and
they have
actions.
that's something you have. Okay, okay. You have a family at home.
Uh
When you
huh.
go off to work, you are responsible for taking care of your own family. So if you do something to jeopardize a paycheck, that's on you.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got to care about feeding your family.
Exactly. And I've heard a teacher say, "Oh, I'm not here for the paycheck." I'm like, "You lying." You may not be there directly for the paycheck, but trust me, if you work a whole month on the first, you don't get paid, you ain't gonna show up at work.
You
So
there for
they can stop that. I'm not there for a paycheck.
good morning, Commander Lieutenant Ross. Let me go back and read some comments. Okay, everybody speaking. Emma Fam said, how is that a joke? I don't think it was a joke. I would have went to the school and taped her mouth shut. I know I would have. Or slapped the one, give her a Will Smith. That's one thing people don't do, play about their kids. That's right.
Mm-mm.
Hey, my beautiful family, Tabers, and everyone. What did I roll up on this morning? Well, actually, it's just a fun Friday. But we were on Lexus Ice's channel last night, talking about an article that she came across where this teacher takes a child's mouth shut because he was interrupting her classroom instruction time. So we're just recapping. Really, we're gonna tell jokes and stuff this morning. Good morning, Shawanda Williams is in the building. Okay, so Lexus Ice, are you done squeezing blood out of that turnip?
Yeah, I'm done. But I know of another story that happened. I know this for a fact. We don't call names, but a teacher put a child in the corner, and the child was so afraid of the teacher. The child didn't say anything. The teacher, I think school had gotten out. The lights was off, and the child was still in the corner.
Where was the
Forgot about the child in the corner.
Where was
Yes,
the teacher?
she had forgot the child was in the corner, and the child was too afraid to say something.
Oh wow.
And school had turned out, and they were out on the duties and everything, and the child was still in the corner.
What? I know they. So did she lose her license? Did she lose
Now
her job?
you know she
That was
did.
funny. Huh?
Now you know she did.
Did she? Do I
Yeah,
know her?
we'll talk about it.
Oh, well, I know the parent. What was the parent's reaction to that?
They needed her license and her credentials, and they got it.
That's good.
Yeah.
She need to sit there and understand and sit at home every day and
But think
understand.
about that corner.
I would have drug her to the corner. You know, if you just kids gonna be kids. You know, kids. They in the classroom. They may laugh and play, but you teach them not. You go to school to learn. That's the number one thing. Be respectful. But come on now, kids' attention spans are short. I'm not making an excuse for a disruptive child or horse playing or nothing, because I hate horse playing anyway. But sometimes kids gonna laugh about stuff, and you just be you have classroom management, and you let them
Uh-huh.
know, hey, we laugh, let's move on.
Exactly.
And some
Exactly.
things, if they're too disruptive, just send them out and call a parent. Let the parent deal with that. You ain't got to deal with it. Send them out of your classroom.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what referral forms are for. That's what parent teacher conferences are for. That's what detention is for.
If you
You
keep
know,
out of your classroom and keep sending them to the office, keep calling the parent gonna make sure they come in and sit down and shut up. But they're gonna
that's
get
even
tired of
what
getting out work
suspension is
coming in
for.
to handle this situation.
Exactly, and that's what suspension is for. Send them home if they don't know how to be quiet. It's other ways around. It's other ways around. Tape. And think about it. When you put a piece of tape on your skin, it's hard and it hurts pulling it off. So
Yeah.
just imagine how this child felt when that
Especially
tape
on your
came
lips,
from off his mouth.
your skin will come off on your lips.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, I hope that parent handled that accordingly. I don't even see what the article didn't say what the parent did or not. So Lexus Ice, follow that story and give us an update, okay?
Okay.
All right. So Lexus Ice, you came up with this topic. So what? Give us some insight. Let me refresh my
Okay.
coffee.
Okay.
Lexus Ice.
I'm here. I'm here.
I
So the
said, let me
topic is
refresh my coffee while you give us some insight on this Light Fun Friday.
okay. So today's topic, it comes from like a situation where you are embarrassed and you know have you ever encountered some things embarrassing in your life that you just wanted to walk away from? Is Miss Table there?
Lex Ice, so have you ever experienced secondhand embarrassment?
I have.
Do you
Secondhand embarrassment. I have.
have?
I have.
Do you want
Um.
to share a story with us about second
Yeah.
embarrassment?
Yes. Now it's funny, but at first it wasn't. It was very shameful. I was at work one day in a Zoom meeting, and so, and this was before the pandemic. Um, and we had like there was some we had weekly meetings with our general manager, and so there was some days we had in-person meetings. Then there was some where we actually stayed in our office and just had a meeting via Zoom. So this particular morning was a one of the weeks that we stayed in our local office and we met on Zoom. And so when we started our Zoom meeting, one of my coworkers, I noticed her camera was on. And we have we're not obligated to be on camera. We can cut our camera off. And as a matter of fact, they recommend that we are all muted so there's no background noise. And so I noticed her, she was sitting. And so when I noticed she was sitting
Your
down,
God said, "Oh God, don't tell it, but tell it, tell it, tell it."
I can't see the comments and I can't even see how you word
Okay,
the topic on
I
this side.
I I dip in and read them. Tell it,
Yeah,
girl.
Miss Dawn know what I'm finna say.
Yeah.
And so she was sitting there, and I'm like, oh, she had a tank top on. And I had never seen her and dressing provocative. I'm like, she had a tank. That's what I was thinking at first, that she had a tank top on. And so as the meeting began to go on, she stood up. And when she stood up, it wasn't a tank top, y'all. Like she had just got out the shower and she only had on her bra.
Oh,
Nothing else. Nothing else. She only had a bra on. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So I didn't have her number to call her. And no one, typed it in the chat to say, hey. And the person that was doing the presenting, he picked up a banana and bit off of it real hard when she stood up. I mean, when she stood up, child, nothing but say the word, tail and out, all just
oh my
nothing.
God.
She had nothing on but her bra, and I'm like, oh my God. So then she went and she looked out of a window. So when she looked out the window, you could see just the back of her, just nothing. And I'm shamed. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm shamed. I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, why don't the presenter just, stop the meeting and restart it over? But he didn't. So she sat back down again, and I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. And
So
so,
wait. So what we
uh,
have here, let me just do a quick. Let me paint a picture. You're on a
mm-hmm,
Zoom meeting,
uh-huh,
and one of your co-workers
mm-hmm,
didn't have on a bra, so she didn't realize her camera was on. She stood up
exactly,
and she was naked from waist down.
exactly.
So the one that was presenting, he was the one eating on the banana, kept
Yeah,
chomping.
he picked the banana. Yeah, yeah. When he saw that, he like picked the banana up and bit it down real hard. And I'm like,
So listen, on a Zoom meeting as a presenter, can he mute? I mean, take her off the screen, move her out off the screen.
oh yeah, he could just end in situations like that. You could just end the whole meeting and tell everybody could rejoin. If you'll rejoin anyway, I've been in Zoom meetings that have accidentally got disconnected, and we automatically know just rejoin the meeting.
I
But that
wonder,
didn't happen.
I wonder why
I
he
don't know. I
go
don't
ahead,
know.
continue,
But
continue.
anyway, she sat down. She sat down again. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. Now I'm panicking and I'm embarrassed. I don't have her number. I don't know what to do. So I text or another one of my coworkers. I'm like, are you seeing this? And she's like, yeah, somebody need to find her number and tell her. And so, and so I'm shamed. My
Yeah.
mind was the stuff he was presenting about the revenue for that day and all that. It just gone out the window.
Oh
I'm
wow.
just
I know
shamed,
I
y'all.
paying
I'm shamed. Yeah, when nobody better tell, just shamed now. And so she stood up again and she went somewhere else. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God.
attention.
And so like
About 4 people
15 minutes,
ago.
yes, 15 minutes of this, she threw something over her camera.
So somebody
So
must have called her.
somebody called her. Somebody asked, but let me tell you, Now that would have been me, y'all. I love that job, y'all.
Wait,
I
let me
love
ask
it.
you this. Let me ask you
Uh-huh.
this. Um, could I mean did she couldn't you see if she received a call or not, or did she just
I
actually
couldn't. Only thing I knew, something white went over the camera. Tile went over the camera really fast.
oh
It's like the computer made a fail or something, but it happened quick. It happened real quick.
oh wow.
And so now here's the thing: if that would have been me,
Wait,
y'all.
wait, before you say that. So after she threw something over the camera, did
Uh
she
huh.
come back to the meeting?
I'm finna tell you now. She
Go ahead.
came back fully dressed like nothing had happened.
Oh wow.
And if that would have been me,
Honey,
I would have just folded up. What is it?
you got
They
hold
would have never heard of Nexus no more,
no wait,
baby.
hold on. No wait, Tommy. No wait.
They
What
wouldn't have
oh, God.
never.
No way
They
to
would have
walk
never heard
away.
of me. No one to walk away. I would. They would have never heard of me no more. They. Mm-mm,
Honey.
they. I would have. I would have wrote. I would have. I would have sent my letter in via email of resignation. That would have been it for me. They wouldn't have heard of me no more. I would.
You
The
know what?
Lord would just have to bless me with another job. I mean, I couldn't take it. But guess what? She came back to the meeting fully dressed. She called the DGM and she apologized. She said she did not know the camera was on. And she was like, well, oh, well, everybody just saw tail and titties, you
Oh
know?
my God.
Yeah, that's what she said. And I'm like, how can you ever? So then the next meeting in person, everybody was like looking at her like, I'm like, oh. And so
Mm-mm.
one lady gonna holler when the one was around. She must have wear a good girl because all that fat we seen in that
Oh,
camera, we don't
oh my
see
God.
none of it now.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah, she said she sure
Oh
have a
my
good
God.
girl on. Well, y'all,
Would you
ain't no
like to
way I
read?
could.
Oh, let me go back and read some comments.
Uh-huh,
We gonna come back to this next night. Hold on, because we're
uh-huh.
gonna milk that story. Hold on. Let me see. Uh Annabelle said he was wrong for not stopping the meeting. Mary like George said, did she know the camera was on? Annabelle said nothing but net. Um Miss Darcy, I would have stopped dead at all. Yeah, I would have simply ended the meeting, but I don't want to keep bringing race into things. But the lady was black, right?
Of course, yeah,
And the one conducting the meeting was a white guy.
yes.
So do
Mm.
you think if it had been a white woman, he would have continued to watch, or
Well,
would he show?
he claimed he didn't see her camera. He
Let's,
claimed he didn't see it.
well, let's move on because everybody
Uh-huh.
always say I'm too deep, but I'm just making some observations. That's it. Y'all
Uh-huh.
excuse me, okay? Anyway, moving on. Mary's like Jordan said he's enjoying looking at her. Yeah, he was enjoying it. He saw it.
Mm-hmm.
He saw it just like everybody else did. That's why he kept chomping down on that banana. Uh, Ms. Darcy should have lost his job. Okay, Commander says I would have told her, B, pick a wall so I can kick you through it. This new age punishment getting out of hand. I can kick my child. I can kick my child's A at home. I don't send him to school for that. Yeah, just call me. You know, if my child's making such a ruckus, call me. And like I said, if the child is continuously doing it, keep sending them out, keep sending them to the out, keep calling the parent, keep, set up a conference like I said. And if the parent keep having to miss work or leave work coming down to the school, let them handle it. They'll get tired of coming down there and they're gonna handle their child at home. So that ain't even your problem. Send them out. Just send them out. But if you put my child in the corner, leave my child there, you know, I don't want to seem like I'm violent or nothing, but you just don't mistreat nobody's child like that. I can't understand. I have no sympathy for an adult who mistreats a child in any type of way. You just don't do that. You don't mess with people's kids. You just don't do it. Sweet Reed said, I'm in the bushes, everybody. Oh, Sweet Reed, we know you be on your way to work or at work. Love you.
I like your video you just dropped too, Sweet Ree. I like the lemonade.
With this morning.
Yeah, she dropped the video about 30 minutes before we came on.
Okay, then I gotta go check it out. Miss Dawson, how low down and dirty in the worst way. You ought to sit there and watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sweet Rick, congrats again on your file. Oh yeah, Sweet Rick got
Yes, I noticed her numbers this morning. Yeah.
Sweet Rick got her 500 subbies. So she'll get her community tap in a minute. She worked hard for that 500 subbies. So
She really did. She really did.
worked hard. Good morning, Carol, the girl miniature mukbang. Good morning. Sweet Rick, it's on the up from here. You're gonna have your 1,000 by next week, hon. You
Yes,
gonna
ma'am.
it seems like after you reach that 500 milestone, sometimes it gets easier. You know, you still have to put the work in, but it just seems like it just, you know, the journey gets a little easier, but you still have to work hard and don't relax. Apply more pressure, okay? Character mentor girl Buckbang said I would have sued the company. Yeah, you know,
You
I
know,
just
yeah,
like,
I think she was too embarrassed. But if it would have been me, and I didn't know that my camera was on, and the host is claiming he didn't see it, but everybody else seen it, I would have put in an incident management report on that. You
yeah.
know, yeah. I don't. She wasn't ashamed because the next meeting she walked in like she normally do, laughing and talking, and I was shameful. And but then he did mention now in our meetings we do have our camera off, and everybody busts out and start laughing. You know,
Yeah,
just like he was joking on it.
she must have really needed that job because, well, you know, I wouldn't say that wouldn't have happened to me, but a lot of things I'm just aware of. Like, I know
Oh
we
yeah.
use avatars each morning.
Uh-huh.
You can best believe if the camera do pop on, I got this camera position to where you ain't looking at nothing but a wall. You won't see me. Good morning, Coco TTV. Listening while getting Eli off to school. Okay, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Commander Lieutenant Ross says, so one I can check my acting up. Commander hot this morning, y'all. She don't play by her kids, and I feel you. Coco said I would have said something too. Yeah, Commander said she don't play by her kids, baby. I don't blame don't nobody, you know, that's the instance where you go up there and drag the teacher all the way from the schoolhouse to the central office building where you got the superintendent and people ate up there.
And
And
you know
just
something, Miss
don't,
Tabor?
yes,
I
ma'am.
thought I thought we were finished with the school, but then when you had Jamie Lynn, I'm like, oh my God, they got to
Well,
see
you
her
know,
again.
I pulled Brandon. I pulled, and Brandon was in sixth grade, and we put him in private school. That was the worst thing we could have done. He was so unhappy. You know, I just don't like. You know, he missed his friends. You know, they didn't have like the sports and things like that at the private school. So we said, okay, we're gonna let you finish sixth grade, and then we're gonna put you back in public. And you know, he didn't like private school at all. They didn't have nothing for him to do. The kids came from all over the place. He couldn't build no connection with them because they weren't from the neighborhood or the community or whatever. But he
Uh-huh.
was happier in public school, so we just left him alone. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Carol the girl means to tell you. Oh, thank you, girl. She is a handful and a half. She'll be 2 next month. I guarantee you would think she was 3 or 4. She's 3 or 4 years old now.
Oh yeah, that I posted her on my Instagram yesterday. There was a couple of minutes before she pulled Miss Doll wig off in church Sunday, but that's a
Ooh,
different subject.
Lord Jesus. Y'all, when I tell you she is a very active child. She, you know what? I'm gonna put her in gymnastics. If they had something here that like a dance class or something, I would get her started early in gymnastics, and she gonna participate in all extracurricular activities because she is a climber. When I tell you she is a climber, her little playpen, I might as well get rid of it because she'll climb over it. But thank you, thank you. She cute, but honey, she make up for it. I'm telling you. Coco says I would have told the man to pause, and I would have told the sister that she needs to turn her camera off. Yeah, because everybody's sitting there watching. I'm like, oh my God. You know, I can just imagine. She was embarrassed, but she needed her job, and she tried to play it off. Trust and believe me now, she was embarrassed. And then you said she kept getting up, walking around.
Yeah. And let me tell you something else. On another Zoom, huh?
So she sitting, so she put her naked butt in the chair, sitting in the chair with her naked butt.
I guess like she was at a hotel too. Yeah, I hope she had a towel sitting on it, but I don't know.
Ooh-wee.
And you wonder why I don't go in a hotel room with my Lysol spray.
Mm-hmm. Coco said I would not have sat there in silence and let that woman embarrass herself, even if it meant disrupting me. I know that's for real. Coco speaking. Carolyn meant to laugh. The man clicked. No, he didn't care. He was enjoying that show. You remember?
Well, Coco, I tried. I was calling people and asking them, did they have her number? I didn't have her number. So I did my part in trying to call other people. Do y'all see this? Do y'all have her
He
number?
should have ended before he bit down on that banana. He should have ended that Zoom
But
meeting.
he claimed he didn't see it. But everybody else seen it, though.
He saw it.
Yeah, how the way he bit down on that banana, he seen it.
He saw it. Trust and believe. That just reminded me of back in the day. I can't remember. It was a black lady. She had real bold hips, and they put her in the circus and made a spectacle of like she was a let me see. Can I find that article?
Oh, wow.
I don't want to get knocked off, but yeah, when I was looking through some facts and stuff, I can't remember what her name. Let me see. Can I find it on here without getting knocked off? So Lex, then when nobody else saying nothing or doing any hand movements or nothing.
Well, everybody else camera was off because this is our early morning meeting. So some people are driving, some people have already made it to the office. That particular they had already made it to the office, and so some everybody's not looking on the screen because they're moving around. It's the
Yeah.
beginning of the day. But that particular day, I was just already there in the office to look to see what to look at the camera, but it was a mess. But she to this day she said that she didn't know it was on, and I know she didn't know it was on because that's embarrassing, that's humiliating. So I know she didn't know it was on, but it was just a mess.
So the next time y'all seen her, she act like wasn't nothing wrong or nothing.
I'm telling you, she stood on. Okay, y'all just saw tail and titties. I mean,
Oh,
that,
Coco that came with effects. Her name's Sarah Bartman. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and they had in the circus and just like they were so amazed at her round bottom and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to keep going back to black women so are the most disrespected, but it's true. It is.
Oh wow.
Annabelle said, yes, I believe her tone played a role in it, but that's just my opinion. Her tone, wait, let me read this right. And yes, I believe her. She tone what? She tone played a role in this, but that is just my opinion. Straighten that out, Annabelle.
Yeah, what tone?
Didn't he get fired later on about something else, Lexus Ice?
Oh yeah, he's a goner, but that was like 2 years later.
Oh, her skin tone play. Of course it did. Of course her skin tone played a part in it. And like I said, if he was a white man, if there had been a Caucasian woman, he would have quickly ended that meeting. And there's no way he would have sat there and watched it. And that's my opinion too. Yeah, that's true. And we all know it, but everybody wants to be silent about some things, but it's okay. Lexus Ice, so
Mhm.
I would have been, and I guess I got third hand embarrassment for just from listening to you. So is she still with the company now?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, she took it as a grain of salt and she moved on.
Ooh, sister
Me,
got
I could have
nerve.
done it.
Sister
And
tough.
I was talking to someone else that same day, and they was like, she better than me because y'all wouldn't hear from me no more. I'm like, oh, I'm the same way. You wouldn't have never heard from me again either. I
You would.
mean,
How often did you all meet in person?
well, it was like bi-weekly. One week we would be, in our own offices. Then the next week we would have like a in-house meeting.
Okay,
So we
okay.
seen it like twice out of a month.
So, you know what? That next in-person encounter after that meeting,
Uh
it
huh.
probably took everything she had to make it to that in-person meeting.
I wouldn't have. I mean, I'm telling you, I would have been singing that song, "The Lord to Make a Way Somehow." I would. I wouldn't. It would have been over for me.
Oh wow.
And another time, I think I was in a Skype meeting, and the host, and this is a totally different person. The host accidentally cut their camera on. And when I tell you, A&E hoarders, you know how
Ooh.
that was the background. And somebody holler, "Ooh, look how nasty that room is! Look how nasty that room! I thought my room was nasty."
Ooh.
The person didn't know that they weren't muted when they said that, and
Oh,
everybody just went out.
oh my God. Oh my God.
Everybody just went out. I mean, so be mindful today in the society we living in. Be mindful of your background when you are in situations where your camera could possibly accidentally come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Check for that. Miss Dawn said, I know you didn't go there. Go where? Listen, when y'all come to WTF with the family Tabors, I mean, I'm not all the time politically correct. This channel reflects who I am as a person. It reflects my views, and I'm careful about the things that I say, but I consider myself to be somewhat of an activist, and I'm not a mute person. And like I was taught, speak your mind and stand on it. Alex, did daddy teach us that?
Oh
Stand on
yes,
it.
sir. Stand on it.
So if I make an observation and I say something about it, that means I have already thought about the consequences and I'm ready
Mm-hmm.
for whatever happens after then.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if I don't have YouTube, I still have my family, I still have my life. I can delete the YouTube app and I would be fine. I wouldn't even,
Oh yes, life goes on.
yeah. So this is my platform. So whatever I choose, the type of material or content, if you want to use the word content that I choose to put on the platform, um, I've already thought about the consequences, and we wouldn't have come so far in Black America if it had not been for leaders, people bold enough to say what the other people want to say, and they are too afraid of the consequences. Well, it sometimes somebody has to be blame it on me. But I say I'll be the mouthpiece. Blame it on me. That's who I have always been. I don't know any other way to be. So, but I will say this: you surround yourself with people who are not afraid to, snatch a coattail. Okay, you said too much, you're going too far. Surround yourself with people like that who respect you as a person, as a vocal person. Who is an advocate for other people. Everybody can't be a leader. Everybody cannot be a leader. You have many followers, people that want to be a leader, but are not equipped to be in a leadership role. I consider myself to be a leader, even without even trying, even back in high school, not even trying to be, but was groomed to be a leader. And it's just who I am. So if I say something that's not politically correct, or I say something that make you clutch your pearls, then this may not be the channel for you. Now we have fun and things like that, but if I want to address something, this is my platform. If you feel it's too deep, or it's okay if you don't watch, it is okay. I'm fine with that. Everyone use their platform for however they, see fit. And I will say this, sometimes people have asked, why you delete your coffee and donuts that morning? Because I can, and I did, and I will if I see fit to. Now, sometimes I delete it because I get too emotional, and my people in my camp that's around me, you shouldn't have said that. You went too far. And I go back and listen and like, oh my God, I got too wrapped up. Maybe I should have said that. And I privacy. Yeah, I'm human. But in that moment, I felt like it needs to have been said. So that's why I always make it a point. Surround yourself with people that are going to lift you higher. Don't surround yourself with yes men and yes ma'am. Yes, so have real people, true people that's going to tell you was wrong for saying that. Or maybe you should have said it a different way. But sometimes when I'm in a moment, however it comes out, I'm ready for the fallout. It may be harmful sometimes, but I just can't sit back and watch stuff happen and not say nothing. Everybody ain't built like that. And I have always been that person. I always have been that person. So forgive me if I get too emotional sometimes, or I call a spade a spade. That's who I am. I like to have fun and all of that, but at some point, certain things have to be said. And if you a person too afraid, my numbers gonna drop. The numbers don't make who I am as a person. The numbers, these I'm not getting paid a big check. YouTube checks can't pay my bills. They are not paying my bills. We have a small channel, so the checks from YouTube not even nearly. I have put so much into YouTube with the mukbangs, buying this and buying props and all that. I'm already in the hole with YouTube, so YouTube not doing nothing for me. It's an outlet. It's a mouthpiece for me. That's it. So that today is Fun Friday, y'all. Let me put it on back.
Read the comments.
Huh?
Go ahead and say the comments. I'm trying to
Okay, let me read the
check my.
comments. Okay, Mary's Life Journey said, yes, I'm learning that. Now that I'm working from home, be careful of my background noise, even as creators, be aware of surroundings with fear. That's true. That is so true.
Yes,
Annabelle said, sometimes you have to say what people are afraid to say. Annabelle said, you said what you said. Yeah, even before I came to YouTube years ago. Lex Life, do you remember that platform I created on Facebook?
oh yes.
What was the name of it?
Church Girl
Church
Chronicles.
Girl Chronicles. And like I said, we grew up in the church, and what prompted that, and that lasted for a while. I maybe should have stayed on. You're gonna get people that's not gonna agree with you. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. I don't care if you agree with me or not. That's your choice. That is your choice, but you are not gonna silence me. You are not. If I make a what's funny? Did I miss something?
Nah, because I know your personality, so you're not gonna silence. You're not. You are not going to silence Miss Tabor. You're not. I've seen Miss Tabor. You know.
And not saying I'm the big bad.
You'll walk up, Miss Tabor. That's all I'm saying. You'll walk up. You walk up on him.
Oh, you're
You just
supposed
pick your
to.
piece.
Not saying I'm a big bad wolf. No, not and that I'm not a violent person at all. But sometimes things just need to be said. You hear
I
people
want to say
in
something
the bush
funny. It's
with,
funny now. Can I say this?
huh?
I want to say something funny about you. It's funny now. At the
Said,
time, it wasn't. I remember. Your car had been broken into, and your during that time the GPS system was just coming out, portable ones. And so the person that stole it was trying to sell it on the street for like $10. Now you know how much you paid for it, but they were
right,
trying to sell it for 10. So the person that was trying to sell it to was looking at it, and they located the address of home, and it was your address. And so they called me, and they was like, it's a GPS system, but it's got, your sister's address on there. I said, what? And so when I called them, like, girl, where your GPS system is? You said it's in my truck. And so I don't even think you was aware the person had stolen it. I guess your door something was unlocked.
mm-hmm,
And so when I told you, when we found out the house that the young man stayed at, you was like, I'm coming to get you. Come on, come ride with me. And so when I got in the truck, I'm like, where we going? And you like, we finna go to his house. I saw, oh, put me out, put me out. I just put me out. I'm not going. and so and so you took me during that time. I wasn't married. I was still at home with mom and dad. And so I walked in the house, and so mom and dad, they was watching TV, and I stood there not saying nothing. And I said, I'm just standing up in their bedroom doing. They were like, what's wrong with you? I said, I tell y'all something. I said, she gone. And I told them what happened. I said, but she gone to find the young man's house. Dad said, no, she ain't. And then that girl done lost her mind. He jumped up, put his shoes on. He told my mom, he said, come on, let's go. And so we got in the car to find the house that you at. Y'all, we got them in tables in front of them folks' house. She had that door knocking. She didn't care the police with her. I'm like, do she know the danger she in? But girl, you did this
girl,
that
my
day.
adrenaline was pumping. I wasn't thinking about none of that. My adrenaline was pumping. When you told me that the neighbor told, I went, the first thing I did, I went to the neighbor's house. I said, well, who is it? Where he is? She said, he hang out back there and told me the street that he hang out on. Okay, the house. I went to that house. And I asked, do y'all know so and so, so and so? I said, I'm looking for him. They told me exactly where he lived, and I went to their house. I sure did. When I pulled up to the house, I got out, knocked on the X form. I don't know if that was his mom or grandmama, but she started saying he don't be here all the time. I told her what was going on. Well, baby, I don't know what it did. By the time I said, well, I'm not leaving. I said, you need to call. I'm not leaving until I get my system back. And I went inside, sat back in my truck. I was not gonna leave. When I looked up, my brother was pulling up. My mom and dad were pulling up. Girl, get from my in front of these folks' house. Do you know me? Leave right now. I'm like, I'm not leaving until I get my GPS system. So I ended up calling the police, and the police knew the guy, said he was a trouble kid. I said, I don't care nothing about none of that. I just want my system back. Okay.
But that was too funny that day though. I said, drop me
But
off.
God,
I'm not
they
going
say
with
God take care of baby and fools. I'm thinking about that now. What could have happened, Lord?
you.
I didn't
Exactly.
done it the right way.
You
I
didn't.
didn't do it the right way. I didn't. Okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
read some comments. Oh, mom said she's talking about that wig. Oh yeah, she
Oh
told
yeah,
they
the man
should been
pulled the
waiting
wig
to
off.
took a picture of her with that wig off. Let's see. Emma Family said yes, constructive criticism. Yeah, you have to be willing to accept constructive criticism. And sometimes when I go back and listen, I say, let me delete this or let me put this on private because I went too far. Nina Ross said, yes, Lord, Miss Tape, you know I'm very outspoken and I'm going to say something if something needs to be said. Sometimes you have to. Okay, everybody's speaking. The Mississippi folks crazy. Yep, sure did. Pull up and everything. Ms. Dawson said, what are you talking about? 10 times talking about Alexis, said James. No, Mama, I know what you're talking about. Oh, Lord.
Oh, that was too funny. Go back and watch my live the other night. I think it was Sunday night. I was telling you about how Jamie Lynn pulled Miss Doll wig off in church Sunday.
Mom, were you embarrassed? If you still there, were you embarrassed? I would have been. I was telling people about that story that time about that little bun fell off in the. Well, we were after dark, wasn't it, Lexus Ice?
Yeah, that was after dark.
And we didn't say who it was. We just said the person was in the store in this little college town in line waiting to get her food. And the rubber band broke on the back of her ponytail. Y'all remember back in the day how they had these little ponytails, but it's like a little bun with the little comb. Just stick the comb in your little ponytail. So anyway, this person was standing in line and they had one of them little braid balls on their head. Honey, that rubber band broke on that ponytail and that little ball came off. And the person said she was standing in line and everybody saw it, but nobody said nothing. Said the entire room got quiet. She said she got her food. When she was leaving and walking out the door, the whole room bust out in laughter.
And look, that particular person was getting someone else lunch too that day. And so the person like, how did I end up with unsweet tea? And she was like, shoot, when I looked down and saw my hairpiece on the floor, I didn't know what I was pressing. I was just trying to get out of there. And they was like, well, I left the rubber. They told me that they left the rubber band on the floor. They didn't pick the rubber band.
See the rubber band.
That's embarrassing, y'all.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Your hair come off. That is totally. I'm trying to think about a time that I was embarrassed. And in life I've been embarrassed a plenty of times, but I can't. And it be years later, and I still think about it being embarrassed. Emma Phillips said my mom used to wear, yeah, them little thing we had that one comb in it. You got to secure that ponytail with some bobby pins or something. Lord Jesus. But yeah,
I have seen people at church jumping and shouting and have lost their wigs and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, man, that's too much.
You better make sure them I'm getting checked, y'all. Y'all, I'm getting checked. I am getting checked. Miss Doll said, read all your comments with the understanding. I'm getting checked.
Does Miss Doll need to be on the block for a couple days?
No, girl. I have a story for another
I'm just playing with her.
y'all know Miss Doll. That's our mom. That's our
that's mama.
Yo, I'm telling you, she'll check you, honey. She will check you. I'm telling you. She would check you and don't even worry about it. You just, okay, all right. Or she check you, just sit there and listen. Okay.
Yes, okay, mama. Yes, ma'am.
So hers came off in the grocery store. One day she shook the dirt off and put it back on.
Y'all need to leave them hair pieces alone.
You better secure them pieces. Oh, she said she ain't shame.
And I hope your kids were with you. They would have said, Mama, your hair fell.
Y'all better secure them hair pieces using a weak rubber band. You find that fine old rubber band. I'm gonna use it. Okay, keep on using old rubber bands. I got back this morning, honey. Advice with Daddy Love said, secure the wigs, secure them, secure the wig pieces.
That's just like people go to fight and have wigs on. You know, the first thing they're gonna pull is your hair.
Don't ever go to a fight with a hairpiece. So that's the first thing they coming for.
Yeah, they coming for your hair.
Yeah, let me ask y'all, since we having a fun Friday, I got to go though. Why is it that, and explain, somebody help me, explain this to me. How is it that you in a fight and you end up butt naked? How you end up naked when you fight? I've seen so many.
I don't know. And I have seen folks fight and butt naked. They don't even have underclothes on. I'm like, now how you gonna come to a fight with no drawers on? You coming to a fight?
Well, I'm saying they're fully clothed, but they end up getting out in the clothes. End up, how you let somebody beat you out your clothes like that?
and they walk away naked, on their clothes.
Yeah,
I've seen that on social media.
The crowd ain't gonna stop them. They gonna stand there and videotape everything, and you don't let somebody beat you out your. They done took your bra off and everything.
I saw that on social media now. I mean, they literally got beat out their clothes. They got beat out their clothes.
Let me go back up. Emma Phelps said my mom is a mess. Mary Life Journey said my ponytail came off in church one time. You mom was up shouting Mary Life Journey. Commander, y'all remember the microwave pony? Oh, honey, the microwave ponytail. How many And I used to burn mine. One pan of attention. I roll it up, put it in water,
put that gel on
it, put it in a Tupperware bowl, honey. I can take burnt hair. That's the worst. Ooh, and it will crumble. You burn it, it will crumble. I know about plenty ponytails.
And my dog will come home and smell it. I'm tired of that girl putting that hair in his microwave.
Honey, yeah, my sister glued her wig. That she secured it, right? She glued around the edges. She glued around the edges of Carry the Girl Ministry thing. That's how you do it. That's how you secure it. And your braids. Yep. Vibes with Danny Love said they came to the fight. They came to the fight right off the couch. I guess so. Super Twins, Belly Gabby, what's up? Good morning. How are you? Welcome back to Coffee and Donuts. Y'all, what was that? The other day, I was looking through some of y'all videos and the girls went to the pool. Honey, that was everything. That water was beautiful. And I'm like, I can't wait to get back out, just back traveling out with the people, where the people at. Everybody been in the house so long, I'm just ready to get out and go some places. That's what I go for. Let's see. Happy Friday. See y'all Monday. Okay, all right. See you in these streets this weekend. I guess you're gonna be in the streets sometimes too. I try to pull the shirt over their heads. You know what? I got this friend. I'm not gonna call her name, but she's an older lady. And she would say each fight she would get in, that's the first thing she would do. Pull their shirt over their head. Once you get the shirt over their head, you can work with everything else.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yep, that's a scrapping fight. You get out your clothes. I just never understood that. Like, how in the world you let somebody beat you? I can see if your shoes come off. They don't pull your shirt off, your bra off, and your pants around your crack. You rolling around. I'm like, I don't understand that.
I've seen it. That's a hot mess.
Times. I know they had fun, honey. It's just something about being in some water, pool water.
Oh, did you see the video a couple of weeks ago? I think it was at Dollar General. This girl and this man was fighting, and the man was beating out his coat. They were like, let him pull his pants up. Let him pull underwear and all were down. And the phone said, let him pull his clothes up.
Yo, we got to go. I got to go. It's 7:05. Listen, y'all, tonight Lex, are you going live tonight?
I'm going live tonight.
You want to make the announcement?
We're going live tonight at what time? 10?
What about the other announcement?
Okay, yeah. Starting tonight, we're going to have, we have coffee and donuts in the morning, and we're going to have chips and dip with Lexus Ice ASMR.
On Friday nights.
On Friday nights, chips and dip with Lexus Ice ASMR. Y'all, please join us.
Yeah, we have fun at night. We have
Yes.
fun at night. We'll start out talking about one thing and end up talking about other stuff. So listen, y'all. What Shawanda said. Shawanda, go to the corner. I'm not about to play with you today. Let me go back see what Shawanda said. Did I miss it? I must have missed. What Shawanda say, girl? Anyway, y'all. Happy Friday. Thanks for the laugh. Yeah, BYOB party. Bring your own beer.
Oh yeah, you got to bring your own beer. And tonight we doing something special. Tonight we doing something special.
Put a question mark on it, something special. But anyway, y'all, I have enjoyed this topic today. And besides me getting checked or whatever, but it's okay. She checked me all the time. And
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
as soon as I hang get off a live, she'll call. What in
Oh,
the
that's what I was gonna say. Your checking ain't done yet.
I know it. I brace myself for it. I brace myself for it. But constructive criticism is good. You need people in your corner to, pull you back when you go too far out there. So anyway, that's it, y'all. Our thought for today is laughter. It does the body good. Like what, Lexus Ice?
Like medicine.
Like medicine. Like
Oh
medicine.
yeah.
Does it
Yeah.
require you losing your shirt tonight, Lexus?
No, it don't require you losing your shirt.
Oh, Commander said she left me because I said something about them ponytails smell like burnt bacon. I missed that comment, but yeah, they smell like burnt bacon. And
They
then,
do. Uh-huh.
and then they be crispy and crumbly.
Mm-hmm.
And I've
All
done
the gel on it. Do they still make that gel? That dark?
like jail. Yeah,
Yeah.
they still make. I remember we would get out of school. I could have been a hairdresser. I used to do people hair, girls' hair and stuff. Mama come home from work. I'm tired of hair all over my table, hair all over the floor. I can't even get in and cook, hair everywhere.
Yep.
I could have had me a shop and everything, but it's
I
all
remember. Yeah, because you wanted to be a cosmetologist in life. Yeah,
right.
and in high school, you were saying you wanted to be a cosmetologist
I used to
because you were
say that,
doing hair.
but I had other plans.
Yeah, you were doing hair for like carnations, and
I
I
was.
got pictures of where you were doing hair at. Yeah.
Yep. Mom said she was tired of that hair all over the floor and the table. Okay,
Yeah.
so Annabelle said, thought for the day, don't go to a fight with fake hair on. You better not. You better not. You better make sure you done took that wig off. Alexis, remember
Uh-huh.
that church member passed me on the church bus and took my wig with her funny self. With
Oh, I remember that,
the one
y'all. Let me
where
tell
y'all
y'all what happened. We were in St. Louis at the culture convention.
yeah.
And so we had just left the Saturday service, and so it was a person from Mississippi. We had saw her in a while, so she recognized the bus we was on, and so she came on and was hugging everybody because she had moved away. So there was like a reunion, and so she was hugging everybody. So Mama had a wig on, y'all, and
Mama, you on the wigs? You need to leave.
y'all, Mama had a wig on, y'all. She had done went bought a new wig. It was curly. She bought it just for the convention, y'all. And so Mama had her wig on, and so the lady, it was cold outside of St. Louis that day. I think it was sleeting or something. It was really cold. So she came up on the bus. She had like a shawl and all this on. So she hugged my mom. She was like, "Hey, missionary, so and so, so and so." And so she was hugging her. And so when she got through hugging Mama, I noticed because I was sitting across from her. Mama was looking down, and she was like, "My wig." She said, "It's in her. It's in her clothes." I said, "What?" And so I'm like, "What, Mom?" Because Mama had her hand down with her hand over her head. I'm like, "What you talking about?" She like, my wig. And so So the girl that was sitting behind us, you remember she used to come to our house a lot. You know him, Jack. I'll say who it was later. But she was like, "Where your wig at? Where your wig at?" And so I dropped her like, "Mom, where your wig at?" She got in her clothes. And so we were like, "Come here, come here." We were trying to go under her clothes with her wig at, with her wig at.
So wrapped up in that shawl.
Yeah. So we got it, dusted off, and put it back on her head. And everybody bust out and started laughing. And so I'm looking over at Mama. I'm like, okay, how the rest of this trip gonna go? Because this wasn't. But Mama wasn't ashamed. Mama laughed it off. She was telling everybody else about it. And so when we got back on the bus, a couple hours later, the girl that helped us found the wig, she looked at my mom. She said, "Hey, y'all, this is my friend right here." She was saying Mama was her friend. And everybody bust out and started laughing. But Mama took that job, but she took it well because had it been Lexus, I would have went back to that hotel. I would have booked me a flight back to Mississippi, and they wouldn't have saw me no more. Now that's just me.
Get you some bobby pins and secure those wigs. Secure those wigs, okay? Let's see. There's my sister hair. Yeah, hair be everywhere. I'm doing braids, gluing people hair, all types of stuff. Mary's Life Journey. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I'll see y'all tonight. Have a blessed day and weekend. Everybody speaking. Have a good day, guys. I'm taking the girls to school now. Okay, all right. Thanks for stopping by. So listen, y'all, we are over our time. We already did the announcements and everything. Today we'll highlight Lexus Ice's channel. She had the 500, but y'all know how the crumbs fall off and so go on over and watch a few of her videos so those subs will stick. Let's get her this weekend. How many you need, Lexus Ice?
I was 493.
You need,
but they come and go. They come and go.
Yeah. So y'all, let's secure that 500 for her over this weekend. Let's give her a strong 500. It's if you listen to the replay, go over to Lexus Ice ASMR and sub to her channel. Let's get her over that 500 milestone this weekend. All right.
And tonight we are launching chips and dip with Lexus Ice.
Tonight, chips and dip with Lexus Ice. Yes. Mom said, "Read my last comment, daughter." Okay, let me go back up and read the last comment. I read it. Did you make another one? I read about the lady took your wig off on the bus. Didn't I read it?
Oh, we talked about it.
She must have stepped away. All right, y'all.
Miss Book is in the building as well.
Huh?
Miss Book is in the building as well.
Already welcome. Miss Book is in the building.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
Okay. Let me see who the last person that said bye. Y'all know I'll let them take us out. Okay. Oh, let's see. Who was it? Mary's Life Journey said, y'all have a wonderful weekend. I'll see y'all tonight. Have a blessed weekend. And on that note, we are out. Thank everybody for tuning in. Should I leave this up or should I take it down?
We'll see. I don't see anything wrong with, you are Miss Tabor. This is your platform. You choose to do what you want to do over at W.T.F with the family Tabors.
Okay. All right. So see y'all tonight for chips and dip. Have a blessed day. Bye.
And Miss Tabor, are you going to drop a flyer and share it out?
Yeah, I'll make a flyer.
I got you. All right. See y'all tonight.
All right. Bye.